Welcome back. This is T from T3 Plays. This is episode 2, following on from our missions that we completed. We've got a lot of packs to open, so let's open some of these packs and let's see what we get. So we're going to start off a pack of each. We'll start with Charizard. Let's see what we get. Doduo, Frostmoth, Vulpix, Double, and a Full Art Gloom. Very nice. Cool. So we'll go through one pack of each of each of the packs, genetics, smackdown, etc. See what we get. Build up our collection. Yep. Swipe it into our Pokédex. Cool. What's next? Let's open a Mewtwo pack. Let's see what we get in this pack. Bisharp, Cubone, Bulbasaur, Golett, and a Lickitung. Yeah, we're getting a lot of new Pokemon cards. Hopefully we can get to a good level that we can create some good decks, because at this moment it's a bit of a struggle. Let's do one of our free wonder picks. Let's see if we can get the Chimchar. So every day you get actually it's not every day you get wonder pick for free. Nope, did not get the Chimchar. Let's see where it was hiding. Okay, top right. So if your wonder pick over time it recovers, so then might as well make use of it. There's no point having 5 tokens sitting around. So let's see if there's anything decent that we can pick. So you got 1 in 5 chance, so sometimes it's best to maybe pull something rare from there. But the more rare it is, the more tokens it consumes. So let's see, what should we go for? The Darkrai looks interesting, the Giratina. Let's see, it's on the bottom right now. Let's see, what should we go for? We got it. So it was in the top middle. Really nice full art. Only needs 1 energy to retreat. Very nice card. Yep, put it into our decks. Send thanks. So when you send thanks, they get a shop ticket, and with that shop ticket they can convert it into like pack glasses, wonder picks. Added someone as a friend, because there's one of the missions you need to add a friend. So we're at level 9 now. Yep. Every day you get a free gift from the shop. Make sure you collect those. Let's see what missions we complete. So every day, if you complete your daily login missions, you get some pack glasses. Let's just scroll through, see what we got. Complete some of these, collect some points, tickets, emblems, etc. You never know, when a new event starts, you get a whole lot of new things, new rewards. Yep, some more tokens. That was because we got the Giratina chase card. Yep, so let's open some more packs. So we'll start with, so where do we leave? I think we left off at, was it Mewtwo we left off at? So we'll open some Pikachu packs. I think I've said before, like, kind of want to stick to one pack to get all the evolutions, but because we're so behind and there's so many really good cards in the other packs, you want to get a good spread of the base Pokemon as well as some of the newer ones, because some of the Pokemon from the older packs are very useful as well. Like the Pikachu EX is very strong still against some of the newer decks. So I've recorded this over a couple of days as I was pretty busy, so just doing daily logins as well as opening the newer packs, the new booster packs that you get 2 every day. Then some more rewards, because now we've got each of the starters. So there's various like missions you can do, like you collect the Kanto Pokemon, Viridian Forest Pokemon, and you get rewards. Let's see if we can get the Chimchar today. So it was at the top left. Let's see if it'll be in the bottom left. Nope. Was it hiding in the top right again? Okay, it was. Pretty sure it was in the top right before. As you always want to scroll down and see if there's anything decent that you're looking for, anything that helps your deck. Usually when you collect a few more cards, you know there's something missing in your deck, so a wonder pick can be very helpful. Otherwise, just look for something strong. Sabrina is very strong. I don't have that yet in this deck, so you can switch out a Pokemon, and your opponent gets to choose. But then there are very good other cards, trainer cards out there, supporter cards you can out there that you can use, like Cyrus. Palkia is very good up there. That's a full art Cresselia. Best one probably so far is going for the Palkia as well as a Lickitung. So you get 1 in 5 chance, and there's 2 X's in there. So there's a good chance we get something. Let's see what we get. How good or rotten is our luck? Amazing. We used up 3 3 tokens for a 1 rarity, so a Chatot. So let's see where they were hiding. So different people have different theories on where their cards get mixed up in. I think it's totally random. So they literally stayed in the same position. As always, we still send our thanks, send a friend request, just so whoever adds us, then we can complete that reward and get a reward from that. Just going through checking what's new. So there's a new Wonder Pick event. So there's a new task to do. Yep, clean some more hourglasses so we can open a lot of packs here. So we stacked up a lot of hourglass, pack hourglasses from those missions from the beginner, intermediate, and they were pretty difficult. Some of them, not difficult, more they were annoying because our deck wasn't, as you can see, our deck wasn't optimized. So we've completed all of them. I think the only one that wasn't fully complete is within, I think, Mythical Islands against a psychic deck where you have to complete it within 14 turns, which usually is pretty easy, but if you don't have the right Pokemon, it can be a struggle. Let's see. Yeah, there's nothing in Mythical Islands at that level. So as you can see, yeah, it's against the Alakazam. So what's strong against Alakazam is Dark type Pokemon, and our Dark deck is pretty weak. I think they need like 3 energy and they do 30 damage, which is not strong enough against an Alakazam. Yeah, our deck is pretty lame, as you can see here. Fire deck, barely anything that's strong. Water deck is okay. Electro deck is pretty decent because we've got a couple of evolutions which helps. Fighting deck, that's horrible. I hated playing with this deck because it needed a lot of energy and did barely anything. And see if you can spot the mistake I had on this deck. I thought we had the correct Nidoqueen line, but the Nidorino, the level 1 evolution, was actually male. So I went into battle thinking, oh look, we've got the complete set, but alas, that was not the case, which was embarrassing. But we move on. And they don't even look the same. When I realized, I was like, why is it not working? I was like, oh yeah, the female version is more rounded, while the male version is a bit more sharper in its looks. So let's open some more packs. Yeah, we finished off at the Pikachu packs. Yeah, some people like to open it backwards. Gives a bit of a surprise. Ooh, a full up Vaporeon, very good Pokemon. Its special ability is very good as it can move water energy across Pokemon, which is helpful when you've started a battle and you put energy on Pokemon, and then you want to put energy on a much stronger Pokemon like a Gyarados that can do, I think it's 140 damage for 4 energy, so it's very helpful to easily move across all your energy and take out your opponent. You still see this in the meta today where we have Palkia. People are running Manaphy with Vaporeon as well as Palkia. So it's a very good to have, very good Pokemon to have. So yeah, we'll cycle through each of the packs one at a time. So we did the first one, well, the previous one backwards, and we pull a full art. Let's see, let's change it up. Azelf, Burmy, Murkrow, Riolu, full art Heatran. We're on a roll. So our metal deck is pretty weak, so that will be very helpful. And a Riolu, when we get the evolution, Lucario will be very helpful. Special ability that increases the attack damage of all fighting Pokemon, even if it's on its bench, which is very helpful. So we have like a Mankey or Primeape that usually hits hard anyway, can do 70 damage. Then we have Giovanni, 80 damage. And you can do that in what? The first turn? Pretty well. You actually won't be able to do it in the first turn, seeing as you have to evolve it. But let's do another one backwards. We were on a roll. Yeah. And, well, the Monferno will be helpful with a Infernape EX. Yep, swipe them through. And let's get back to genetics. Open up a Charizard pack. So each pack opening takes 12 hourglasses. We've got another 87. And after we open some of these packs, we'll get rewarded even more because we're collecting more cards. Some of the mission rewards will unlock. Frogadier, decent. We get the Greninja, very strong ability to hit 20 damage from the bench, which can snipe a lot of Pokemon. So we're getting there, 61 cards right now. Switch to Mewtwo deck. I do want to get a couple, at least for each category, each typing, get a couple of evolutions at least, because that was the main struggle. If you're running a lot of basic Pokemon, you can't get to that, attack damage to take Pokemon out. Electros, okay, nothing amazing. Arbok, Double, Cypher, Jinx. I actually really like Jinx. So it's a very strong Pokemon against the strongest of Pokemon, because what it can do is for every energy your opponent has, it adds 20 attack damage to its own. So against a Gyarados, you can do what? 30 base, and then 20, 40, 60, 80. So that's 110 damage from a Jinx that requires only 2 energy. So in 2 attacks, you can take it out, and it can surprise a lot of people. Like a Celebi, where people stack multiple energy on it. You can, if they have 6, 7, 8 energy attached to it, they think they can take out your Pokemon, but then you bring out your Jinx, and because they've got a huge amount of energy levels on it, you can take it in one go. Nothing in that pack. Well, nothing that we're really going to use. Obviously, all of these Pokemon have their play in certain areas, and it just depends how the game develops. So if you compare it to like Pokemon Go, with their battling, there'll be certain criterias like CP or 1500. So it's like they'll have their play in certain decks. Depends what they release in the, later down the line. Let's see anything good from a Dialga deck. Let's open it backwards. Ooh, you saw that, right? You saw that sparkle. Wow, full art Misprit. So a Yanma, very good, because the Yan Mega is very, EX is very helpful. I think this is a good pack. A lot of helpful. Kirilla is a very helpful one. Cape is a very helpful tool to have. So a lot of people are saying, obviously when you open your pack, you see that flash. That means you've got something really good. But sometimes I've noticed, even without the flash, you do get something good. Because sometimes there's a rainbow flash, I think you saw on that one, and sometimes it's just a little spark. So that was a good pack, very helpful. Like most of the Pokemon there will be used in a deck. And I think we got the full line for Gardevoir. We got the Gardevoir earlier. We've got Kirlia and we've got Rolls, I believe. So for a Psychic deck, will be very helpful because it helps with its ability to get extra energy on your Psychic Pokemon. Gible, very good. I also got Gible, Gabite. Don't forget the Garchomp. We've got a good powerhouse. It's nothing meta, the Garchomp, but can see some play, especially if it's paired with Cynthia that can do, I think, plus 50 attack damage. So you can catch people out. You can do 100 already with 50. You can do 150, which can take out most Pokemon, except for the likes of ones that are like 170. I think like the Gyarados, the Charizard, etc. But we'll catch people off guard. Yep, let's see a backwards one. Trio, Staryu will pair well with Starmie EX that we have. Meltan, very good. We'll need the evolutions to get some, like Alakazam is very good. And the Melmetal is very strong. He's 4 energy. So it's good in the metal deck. I think a lot of people are pairing Melmetal with the Dialga deck because with its, what's it called, turbo whatnot, it can give the Meltan 2 metal energies, which is very helpful because it requires a lot of energy to get it up and running. Another backwards, let's see. Lilligant, it's okay. Dratini. Yeah, Dratini. When you get to that Dragonite, that Meteor Mash is very strong. Can take out a whole your active Pokemon and bench in one shot, but requires a lot of, well, it's a stage 2 Pokemon, so you need the evolution line as well as you need to run dual energy because you need a thunder energy and a water energy as well as 2 other energies to get it up and running. So through the opening of packs, we've leveled up, got a lot of EXP, and when you level up, you get more rewards as well. So that's why in the beginning you get to open a lot of packs and get, you know, a lot of cards very quickly. So you see now we've got only 15 hourglasses left, but when we go through our mission rewards, you'll see we get a ton of hourglasses again. Let's see what we get. A Pikachu EX would be very... Ooh, Wigglytuff EX. Do we see any sparkles? I don't think we saw any sparkles, but Wigglytuff EX in that pack. Farfetch, very good. Oh, and a normal Wigglytuff. So Striker is very good. That can hit the bench for 30 damage. Yep. We're getting there 76 cards. So let's go through our missions, collect our rewards. So you need to go through each of the collections. So we got 247 shop tickets. So you get shop tickets from when you do battle, when you say thanks to people, or people say thanks to you. When people say thanks to you, you get a shop ticket. So through all this, we've got a lot of tickets. So I'll speed through this section where I just purchasing all these hourglasses so we can open more packs. So you can see converting all of them so you can get a ton of packs. Yep, so we finished those. So let's get some more. And then let's see if there's anything else decent we can use. We can buy for 2 shop tickets. So we've got a lot of hourglasses now. So let's pick up where we left off. I think we ended on... Did we end on Dialga? Must have ended on Pikachu earlier, yeah. We've got the Wigglytuff EX, so let's open some Mew packs. Spin it around. Some people think, oh, ooh, you saw that little spark. Little spark. Pidgey. Come on, what do we have here? We must have something special here. We saw that colourful spark come out. A Celebi EX. Immersive Celebi. Let's listen to it. I love the immersive ones. So all of these immersive cards, if you hold down onto them, you can see the animation, and they're so the Mewtwo one is so cool. Yeah, so a lot of people don't know about that. Like if you hold down on the card, it takes you to the animation. Cool. Yep. So we've got a lot of, well, some of the pulls have been really good, and that just comes with opening a lot of packs. You need to open those packs to get those cards. Let's see what Dialga. Let's see what Dialga holds. Yes, I've got 92 pack hourglasses, so we can open practically 8 more packs. Spin it round. Let's open it slowly again. Let's see what happens. Swinub, Driplim, Bibarel, another giant kick, very helpful. We're increasing our trainer cards, supporter cards, tool cards, which is very helpful in battle. We were lacking previously on tool cards, so they're very helpful. A Rocky Helmet would also be very helpful. Hit them with 20 damage when they hit you. So the cape, what it does is it increases your HP by 20, so it's kind of like a potion, but then it actually increases your max, which means if you usually get hit by a Pikachu for 90 and you increase to 110, then you're out of its reach, which is very helpful. Let's turn that dial, the Palkia around, open it backwards as well, swipe backwards, see if it does anything. Staraptor, I think we have the full art Staraptor, which is a very nice card. Yeah, nothing amazing about it. Let's keep it going. Yep, put it into the decks. Let's move back to Charizard again. I think if we just start to one pack, we wouldn't have the wide selection that we need to compete properly. Especially nowadays when you're seeing Darkrai's wandering around, and some strong decks with like Lucario, Marchok's good, Moltres, I don't know. This Moltres, because I don't really like. I'm not a big fan of any that are coin flip, and I've rarely hit the coin flip on a Moltres. Zapdos, I like. Articuno is very good. Yeah, Moltres, I'm not a big fan of, but the Moltres EX, I think that's a broken card. Like, as soon as you get up and running 1 energy, and you can give all the other Pokemon up to 3 energy with coin flips again. You see that running everywhere. The 3 legendary birds, yeah, you see them pretty common. So let's open this Mewtwo. Open it slowly. That was a straight line. Hopefully it gets rewarded. Giovanni, decent. Rhyhorn. Zip Striker again. Yeah, Giovanni, very a key card in most decks. Just that little plus 10 damage that you can do literally catches people off guard. You can get that win. Let's open a Pikachu pack. Yeah, so today we'll just be opening packs, then I can sit down and upgrade the decks that we've got. I can show you what I previously battled with, Centiskorch Breeders. So there's the Nidorino that I needed for my Nidoqueen line, so that will go into the deck. So yeah, I can show you how the deck previously looked and how it looks after, and it will make a massive difference in, you know, being able to hit much harder and a better experience, because even the intermediate level started to get a bit more difficult because of the limited amount of cards we had in certain categories, especially like fighting. We only had three actual basic Pokemon that we could use, and the level 1s that we had, level 2s, we didn't have the pre-evolutions. That was a very wonky very wonky swipe. Oh, so didn't really see a Sparkle, but we've got a Gyarados EX, which is a very good Pokemon. So like for 4 energy, hits very hard. 140 can take most Pokemon out. The Pikachu. Yeah, I'm happy with this deck. deck. Happy with this pack. Go straight into the Pokédex, please. Move on to Dialga. Yeah, and hopefully when I show you, when I carry on, so I'll probably record the advanced battling, because for each of the decks I'll probably show like the first battle just to see how the deck performs, and then if there's any that I'm struggling with because we may not have the right cards, I'll show, you know, how I eventually get around it. But usually those generally are pretty decent. Also I like this pack. It improves some of the areas that we were struggling with. Yeah, it's got us some of the evolutions that we needed in some of the decks we had before. So we had the Drift Bloom. So some of those mission rewards are getting updated because we've opened a lot of packs. So let's just go through these. So the little tabs with the dots shows you that we've completed something. We've got to go through each of the collections, just collect them. Thank you very much. Just because we got the chase card, so now we can have the rental deck to use, which when probably in some of the, I've never used a rental deck before, but that's probably something that you can use at the beginning with some of these missions. You need a specific Pokemon type, and then that deck can be very helpful. So if I'm struggling near some of the advanced or expert ones, I might actually bring out a rental deck and use them, because some of them get very difficult, and because some of the tasks get difficult as well. Like when you're fighting a fire Pokemon, it wants you to use grass Pokemon, which is weak to fire. So then if you don't even have the right Pokemon that hits hard, it'll be very difficult. So yeah, these are some of the rental decks that we have now. Pretty decent. So these are all because we from the pack copies we got the capture card, the chase cards. So they give us the cards that are in that deck. So we've got the Celebi. So Leaf is another card that we really need, which is like a staple in most decks. So you can bring out your active Pokemon for a bench Pokemon. Usually they require 2 energies, and using a Leaf you do not need to burn an energy or both your energy. Right now I think we only have X speed, so that only takes off 1 energy requirement. Yep, pretty decent some of these. So I think, yeah, I'll end up using some of these. Maybe not this rental deck, because I think to hit hard you need to have all of them on your bench. I think it was the Azelf or the Uxie or Miscrit, one of them. The Lake Trios. So you go to your gifts, you can accept, your gifts. So you can see, claim the shop ticket. Nothing really new in the shop. You get some of these rewards that we unlock now. We're on the advanced mission section, so because we got a play mat, etc., it rewards you. Open a couple of more packs that we can open now. Let's see what we get. Hitmon top, nice. Yanmega EX. We pulled a Yanma earlier. Now we've got the Yanmega EX, which is very good because it takes colorless energy, so you can really slot it into, oh, and a Darkrai, so you can really slot it into really any deck and get play. Darkrai, very good. This, I actually really like this Darkrai because for 3 energy, it hits hard as well as puts them to sleep. But the Darkrai EX is also very good because for every energy you add to it, it can hit for 22 active Pokemon. So we're getting some very useful cards now. And like I said, we pulled the Yanma earlier, but like I've said multiple times before, you kind of want 2 of each card, even in the evolution, and then you can get more consistency when you're playing. Ooh, was that anything? Maybe not. Regirock, it's okay. Big tank. So yeah, if you use 2 of everything in a deck, it's much more consistent in how you play. Or we've got the Magnemite and the Magneton. If we got the Magnezone, that would be very good because that's very meta at the moment. A lot of decks running Magnezone in there because it can generate its own energy and can slot into any deck. And it's very quick to power up because you can power up your active Pokemon while in the back you've got your Magneton generate its own energy. So not this Magneton, it's the, I think, genetics version. Yeah, so we've pulled a lot of packs now. Let's collect the daily gifts. So we've opened a lot of packs, so we can now start, improving the deck. So what I'll do is do a wonder pick. So this is a bonus one where it doesn't even cost a token. So hopefully we get Togepi. So I think we already have a Togetic already. Got it. So I generally like to go 3 spaces past where the card was previously. It's worked for me, but likely it's all random, but for some reason kind of like to stick to that, and sometimes it works, but maybe it's just luck. See if there's any decent wonder picks here. That Rocky Helmet is very good. Dragonite, the Magnezone. So we did get the Magneton earlier, and the Magnemite, and that Magnezone with it would be a very good addition to the deck. Let's see if we can get lucky. Use up all our wonder pick tokens, so it's in the middle. But then let's see if it is 3 spaces ahead. No, Corilla, which is not bad because we have a Gardevoir. So we now have, I think, 2 rolls, 2 Corellias and 1 Gardevoir. Let's send our thanks anyway. So the Magnezone was 4 spaces ahead instead of 3. Unless you want to look at it as it was 1 space backwards. Yep. So we've registered a friend and we've now done our daily missions. We get more pack hourglasses, which is very helpful. I think we might be able to open 1 more pack. Then we can start building the deck. Yep. We've got the Yanmega Chase card, so then we've unlocked another rental deck. Okay, we don't have enough to open another pack. I thought we had 8 or something. So let's just quickly scroll through the Pokédex now that we've opened a ton of packs just to see what we have now. So like Celebi EX, Yanmega EX, Fire Pokemon is severely lacking, Starmie EX is very good, Gyarados EX, but we don't have Magikarp. Our Electric is very strong at the moment. Psychic is not bad but could be better. Giratina there. Our fighting has come a long way. Our Dark is getting there. metal is a bit weak. Dragon I haven't used much. The colorless is looking good with the Wigglytuff EX. So what we can do now is show you a side-by-side comparison of each of the decks, how it looked before and after. As you can see now we have a couple more EX Pokemon. So we got the Yan Mega EX as well as a Celebi EX, which are very good Pokemon. And so we can have a bit more of a hard hitting team, as well as Roselia, another Roselia, so more consistent. And so we thinned the deck out a bit more, just so we got a bit more consistent deck. With the fire, it hasn't, I wouldn't say it's improved that much because we had a load of just stage 1 Pokemon. And right now we just added the Magmortar, Monferno, as well as a Moltres in. I think it still needs a lot of work on this deck, but it's okay. Next up we have the water deck, which is decent because we had a Starmie EX, but then the rest of the Pokemon weren't as good, so we threw in another Staryu for that consistency within the deck pulling, as well as we got the Vaporeon, which would be very helpful with moving our energy around. So I like this deck now. Next up is our electric deck, which was pretty decent, but now we've managed to get a couple of doubles, so we can have the evolutions, we can pull them much quicker, not relying on having one of each. So we've got obviously the Magneton, we can evolve very quickly, as well as the Pikachu into Raichu, etc. Next up is the fighting deck, which has improved a lot because we only had 3 Pokemon. Now we have a bit more and a bit more tankier Pokemon. And the Mankey and the Primeape are very useful, hard hitting in the early game. Next up we have the dark Pokemon. So we added in the correct Nidorino, as well as a Darkrai, and added in another Arbok, so we can, as well as a Poochyena and Mightyena. So I think it's a very balanced deck right now. Very good. Next up we have the Psychic deck. So we've got the full Gardevoir line, as well as the Jinx, as well as the Giratina. I think this is one of the most improved and decks that are more likely to be used because of the Gardevoir line, as well as a couple of hard hitting Pokemon. Next up we have is the Metal deck. So far we've only managed to pull in a Heatran, and because of the lack of other Metal Pokemon, we've had to add in the Wigglytuff EX, as well as the Wigglytuff, just so there's a bit more firepower in the deck. So this is how we've improved the team, all the decks, because through pulling the packs. Next up, you'll see in the next episode how they will do in battle. So stay tuned.